Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Miami Dolphins taking on the Chicago Bears.
We are about 15 or so miles north. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. From his end zone, Wilson. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And Henry gets the call there on first down as he pushes his way forward. A pickup of about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Running left, it's Henry. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is on offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he will have the Bears first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. 1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Henry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Derrick Henry taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears are on the board here. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And all of that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
What is he doing?
Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Back to throw here. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Fields on 3rd down. Completes a Mooney on the slant. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was simply snap, rock, and fire. I mean, they didn't take long at all. Slant route, and I loved where he put it. He put on the body of the receiver low so that only he can catch it.
Yeah, I don't think there was any magical formula there. Defensively, that's just tough to defend.
Very much so. And that way it allows the receiver to keep his body in front of the defender and not allow him to go through him to knock the ball away.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Fields. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Fields. And he gets not near enough to keep the drive alive. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Miami's offense set and ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he fires one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. He's got long. His tight end complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back to throw again. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This one caught by Ridley.
Carved that one in there, able to make connection. protection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
And that's patience to be admired right there, because he looks left, looks right, and waits for...
He's got it! Touchdown, Dolphins! Calvin Ridley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Point after try forthcoming. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. From his end zone, Wilson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start with an NFC West battle down in the Valley of the Sun. Arizona hosting, visiting San Francisco. And it's the Niners who have the lead as those two teams play the second quarter. Brandon Ayuk.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line. Back to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score the opening drive of the 2nd half.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now it's Wilson. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Play action. It's Fields. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it. To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Throwing again is Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. He finds his man Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Look at this, a tight end carry. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Fields. This will be caught at about the 5. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. The toss right to Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Hands it off out of the gun. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Now an open man. That's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. You're able to do so here. They've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So now Fields and the Bears down by 2 touchdowns, 2:06 to play. They'll have one play, maybe 2, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Able to complete it to Montgomery. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Able to find Kmet, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Out of the gun, Fields. Now he's forced out left. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. First down now, but that clock rolling. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Fields. And his throw is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going for it all. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. To the air again, Fields. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. A shotgun snap, Fields. Flush to it, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Miami, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gault. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.
today. From Orchard Park, New York.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. 5 yards, and that means they come up short, as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. The Bills send the punter out. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking big.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy.
And they take him down. The Bills get to it. That sack was by Isaiah Oliver from his cornerback position.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
They'll run here with Raymond Calais. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 39. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out, and his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Allen. And Waller taking it in over the middle. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Allen to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Room here to run. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. A.J. Epinesa. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Lewis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. To throw, it's Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.